The D-Mac&Z Show presents Words of Wisdom from Zach.
I guess if you had to be eaten by any animal when you die, a dog would it'd be one of the better ways to go.
Well, it'd be better than a cat because a cat will just lick your skin off. I don't know.
Cat will just that'll be the longest thing.
I don't. Would it be the longest?
Exactly. I can only talk for myself.
This is the D-Mac&Z Show.
All right, we're back to the D-Mac&Z Show.
There's no standards here.
No,
Talking about standards.
Low standards.
Our lack of.
Yeah.
standards and practices. Let's see. All right.
Have none?
So we've received some very important news.
Breaking news.
Yes. Now, Doc, what were you saying before? Sometimes you have a scare.
Oh,
and...
well, you told me about what this was while we were off air for just a second, and I said that there have been times, a lot, like well over 100 times, where there has been a quote unquote scare.
Mm-hmm.
Because my standards with women aren't low, but I drink a lot. And alcohol lowers your standards.
That's true.
Completely. Not a lot. I mean, just rock bottom. And I've said this before. I don't care. I don't care how ugly you are. Like I can drink you pretty. So I've
been told that by many women.
Can you drink Kevin pretty?
There's not enough.
No, that's kind of like a catch-22 because literally the amount of alcohol that I would need to drink Kevin pretty would literally kill me. So,
Fair enough.
no. But anyway,
yeah.
So point being, tell us about this
yes,
thing that you have here.
Apparently, there's now an app
Which I'm downloading right now.
where you can anonymously send photos of your naughty bits to your doctor to see if you have a VD.
Finally.
Yes.
I'm going to have to get a new phone.
D-Mac needed this.
The Zoom doesn't go in far enough to send a good picture. But as soon as I do...
Oh, man.
It's hard to take a selfie of your junk. Not that I've heard. I've heard.
Oh, okay.
Because it's hard to like get down there with the phone, but be able to see. You got to have a mirror.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is
Well,
what I've been told.
You know, Brett Favre is very well versed at that, so you could probably ask him how it's done. So this app is called First Derm, and you send in photos of your stuff. So yeah, where a dermatologist can diagnose whether you've got an STD, and if you do it anonymously, and it costs $40.
Whoa, boo!
I'm an anonymous. I'm not going to pay. I'm just not going to pay. I'm not going to try to read that word, and I'm not going to pay. I'll just keep going to the free clinic, and we're all happy.
Yeah, it doesn't cost nearly that much at the free clinic. I've heard.
And you meet so many nice people over there.
You do. And here again, much like going to AA meetings, it's women who are ready to get busy.
Oh,
Really, yeah.
So how this works, you submit 2 photos, a close-up and a wide shot. I don't know how wide it has to be, but...
Well, with mine, you'd have to back up a long way.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should trade phones.
You want to? Because I have a problem getting my phone far enough
I
back.
can't get mine close enough.
Okay, we'll trade phones. That's cool.
See.
Joke's on you. Verizon cut off my service last week, so
I'm not going to pay my bill.
you weren't going to pay the anonymous thing either.
Exactly.
So the dermatologist will write back within 24 hours with a diagnosis and let you know if there are any over-the-counter medicines that you should use.
Bleach and sandpaper? It's usually what I go to.
Yeah, bleach is probably a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Ammonia's okay, right? No, I'm thinking about hydrogen peroxide. That's stuff in the brown bottle.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
If it bubbles or burns, you're doing it right.
You're doing it right. That's right, yeah.
That's
right. That's it. Yeah, put some hydrogen peroxide on it, put some red oil on it, Neosporin and a Band-Aid. Problem solved. That's what my mom did at everything growing up as a kid.
Okay, so...
Like, oh, Mom, I cut my finger off. Yeah, let's put some red oil on it, put a Band-Aid on it. It'll be
It's either
fine.
that or Robitussin.
Yeah.
Put some tussin on it.
I'm cussing.
Windex.
Got a nosebleed. Put some tussin in
Put
your
some
nose.
tussin in it. Just pour some in there.
So you can
Red oil and a Band-Aid.
I'm hemorrhaging from the knee. Put some tussin on it. You'll be all right.
So you can send photos of other body parts to First Derm for a diagnosis, but they say about 70% of the submissions are junk pics. And
pun intended, right? I thought that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to send in pictures of your junk.
I guess it's just like any sort of skin problem that you could have. You can send it in like, hey, is this melanoma? But mostly it's just anonymous.
Kevin
junk pics.
went out to take pictures, I think.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah. He needs to check on something you said.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
Oh, it's kind of mumbled
Hey,
something
guys.
about...
Why is your belt undone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I never know what you're talking about.
Shut your face.
Olive knows.
No, what? Yeah.
She is scratching her ass.
Hey, there's Olive.
There we have to bleep that out.
Olive, do you have any problems with Okay.
Olive's checking herself as we speak. Under the table. Thinks she's clean.
She's probably cleaner than any of us here.
I would put my money on it.
Yeah, I was just reading because all this talk about wieners made me think about you guys remember Mark Wiener in Wienerville on Nickelodeon?
I was just thinking about that the other day.
I was like, wonder what happened to that guy. Like he was on Wiener.
Suicide?
No, apparently he's still alive.
Apparently.
I guess I don't know. But after they canceled Wienerville, sad day for everyone I know.
Oh yeah.
He provided voices on Dora the Explorer and Map and Swiper the Fox, and he was on the show Wordville on Nick Jr. And then he apparently does like him and his son are like bringing Wienerville back on like a YouTube channel.
What?
Awesome.
So yeah, so I don't know if that's out there or. Maybe we can like look that up later. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, I wonder what happened to
There's
him.
probably a site already named Wienerville, and they have to like work around that to find another, channel.
Oh, you mean like a less
like
It'll be
adult-
like realwienerville.com.
Yeah.
a less child appropriate version
Yeah.
of Wienerville?
Mommy, I found the show you were talking about.
Wienerville rated G.com.
Yeah. Maybe
Well-
they need to team up with us. We'll help them.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine both of those sites would have Boney on it.
Oh.
Oh, I see what's
Yeah,
going on.
I see.
I see what you did there. That
I
was
see
good.
that.
I apologize.
That's
for that.
comedy.
That is.
That's just
Write that one down. We're doing that one again for the next show.
Put that one in the cliff notes.
Yeah.
I'll be here all week.
Oh, man. Really?
I'll be here all day.
The 9 o'clock show is different to the 10 o'clock show.
That's right. The 10 o'clock show's for kids.
Oh yeah. All right, so Zach, you were getting pretty fired up about this topic earlier. Your grumpy coworkers are better at their job than you.
Well,
Objection. No, they're not.
no, they're not. They suck too. Like, I'm not great at my job, but no one else is either.
But the other thing is you don't try.
That is true. I
Like,
really,
if you tried, you would be great at your job.
I don't know if I'd be great. I wouldn't go that far.
If you tried, you would be mediocre at your
Hey,
job.
that's about my ceiling point. That's where
But still, like, they're trying really hard, and they're still bad at it.
yeah. I'm just keeping up.
So yeah, it says, according to a new study, people who have a positive outlook at work tend to spend their time on a wider variety of different tasks, which sounds like a good thing, but because people who are grumpy focus on fewer tasks, they do a better job at them. And they're also more likely to become an expert in their field.
I'm the next expert of radio. Then
I think I'm a perfect example of that.
Oh yeah.
I think we're both going to be experts of radio soon.
Man, I've been disgruntled for like the last 10 years.
Man, I just get more and more dead inside all the time. I should be a legend here in a while.
You're already a legend, buddy.
Oh, thanks. You're too kind.
We like you, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
So yeah, K-Dan, what's your deal? You're grumpy.
Yeah, you're grumpy all the time.
Yeah, he's grumpy right now. Look at him grumping it up over there.
He's. I think he's under pressure. He's
Under pressure.
waiting on those results back from that.
That's a
app.
U2 song, by the way, for everyone who's out there is listening.
Yeah, he's just waiting on the results
I,
from that first derm test.
I typically just hate everyone. So, I mean,
That's fine.
I think the only reason why I'm on the show is because I walked in one day and I was like, hey, what you guys doing?
And that was it?
Yeah, it's really what it is.
That's how most radio works, man. That's
Also, a typical radio.
typical.
going on.
Yeah. Somebody didn't show up for their shift. Hey, you doing anything? No. Come on in here. You know how to talk? Yeah. You know how to read these liner notes? Yeah. Come on in.
All right.
You can use the bail.
We're gonna make
Yeah.
you a star.
That's right. That's exactly how it goes.
Ding.
Yeah. Thank
so
you, a freaking
We'll get
star.
better at that. We
Yeah.
will. I promise.
Yeah, just people who are miserable just keep their head down and focus on their core job requirements. Zach, do you keep your head down, or you just...
I try to, but it weighs a lot, so I have to bring it up.
Or
It's kind of big.
he'll stand around.
My water head's kind of large,
Yeah.
so if I keep it down, I'd usually trip over it.
Or he'll just stand around and talk to all the interns, hit on one that doesn't even recognize him.
Whoa, tell us about this. Are you allowed to talk about it?
Yeah.
She does recognize me.
Is
Oh,
this,
really?
Is this something that happened?
her name twice.
No,
Go on.
no. That girl's new. I didn't know who she was. And she wasn't even paying attention to me anyway.
And
it
so
didn't
you
even matter.
Facebook messaged me.
Yeah, I was like,
2 rooms away.
I wasn't going to do it right
Oh,
now.
is that what was on the? Oh, that's what that was.
Yes.
I was looking at that. I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? I'm like, what the hell?
I was like, who's this?
Yeah.
Zach sent me a message. It was like, what's that girl's name? And all I reply is, the girl in front of me?
Yeah. I was like, what are they talking about? I'm like, clearly something is going on that I'm not privy to.
Listen. I was watching Unsolved Mysteries the other night. I saw a girl that looked remotely like her.
You wanted to make sure,
She's
yeah.
wanted in New Mexico, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't her.
You know what?
I
I've
wanna
been
clear her
I've been
good
there,
name.
man. I have been there. That is a great pickup line.
I'm just trying to be a good citizen.
Yeah. Have you ever been on Unsolved Mysteries? No. Would you like to be?
Would you like to be?
Yeah.
Did you know that they
the
they have
trunk
the
of my
people
car is-
reenact their own stuff?
Yeah. The trunk of my car is very roomy.
Don't mind the ether money.
Yeah.
Well,
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
that's a good...
This went down a weird path.
Shaved bunnies.
There went our 2 women listeners.
Both of them. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Thanks, girls. It was great.
Man, that was like
As long as we have DMAC, we have
50%
Courtney.
of our listener base. Wait, what about DMAC?
Oh,
D-Mac.
does D-Mac, since he's not here, does he count as part of our listenership?
I thought you were going to say,
Since he's
does
listening
he
to the
count
show?
as part of the female.
I mean,
D-Mac and Courtney, yeah, they have to count.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
he might listen to this, or he just might fear, oh, I'm not in it. I don't care.
I don't know what Courtney knew. Courtney knows what I do.
Oh,
She's
okay.
totally okay with it.
Courtney knows how awful we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
sat in on several shows.
She knows firsthand.
she's
She's
totally
sat in
cool.
on every show, hasn't she? Except one.
More
This
than me.
one?
Okay.
Yeah, more than K-Dan, thankfully.
Yeah, and he's got a mic right now for some reason.
Yeah, why don't you put her on here?
Whose ideal? Yeah, like we could use a female cast member so that it's not just a bunch of dudes all the time.
You know what? We'll work on that.
Okay.
You hear that, Courtney?
I like where this is
We'll
going.
go in the corporate boardroom after this, and we'll discuss it, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, anyway. Oh, this is interesting.
Anyway,
Yeah, okay.
there's one of that one.
Well, let's see here. Oh, I got another story here. So, apparently, a kid faked his own kidnapping to avoid a dentist appointment.
Right on that kid.
Yeah.
Take that, society.
So this happened last month in France. Police found a 12-year-old hiding in some bushes.
How many times have anyone from France faked something to get out of doing something?
A bunch.
That's what I'm thinking.
World War II comes to mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys can play on our turf, but we don't want to be a part of it.
Well,
You guys can borrow our field, but we're going to hang out far away from the field as possible.
so yeah, they found him hiding in some bushes, and he told the cops that he'd been abducted, that he managed to get away, and he actually gave them a detailed description of his kidnapper. He said it was a white guy in his 30s, about 5'7", wearing a black shirt and jeans with a scar on his right cheek. And he also described his car. So they had a sketch
Like a
artist.
black guy.
Why he got to be black?
What?
Yeah.
I just said it was a white guy, K-Dan.
Oh,
Come
sorry.
on, man.
Wow.
Pay attention and quit.
Wow.
Quit being...
This is what happened.
This is why he never gets a microphone, I'm telling you.
He should have said it was his dentist.
Just
Yeah, I know,
That
right?
would've
That's
been
exactly what I was
so
thinking.
great.
That's what I was thinking.
Get
That's
his
what I was
dentist
going to ask after the description. Was it a description of his dentist? Because I would go to a dentist that had a scar on his face. That
Oh, yeah,
sounds
I don't know.
badass.
So let's see.
And then you get tied
Sounds
to
like
the
he
table.
missed.
Yeah.
They had a
Not
sketch.
the first time, won't be the last.
They had a sketch artist draw a picture of the guy, and for the past month, apparently they've been looking for him. Just happened to be looking for a fictional guy. I don't know. But then they realized it didn't add up after they went over security footage from the area where the kid said it happened. So last week
It took them a month to be like, hey, let's check the security
Yeah, it's
footage
like-
for this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
French
this
police
is-
are the worst.
This is how it is in France, I guess. All right, so yeah. So then so last week they interviewed him again, and then he admitted that he had not been kidnapped, and he was just hiding because he didn't want to go to the dentist.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you wrap up a show on a great story. A friendly, family-oriented story. The kid not kidnapped at all.
That's right.
I love
It was
it.
a happy
It all
ending.
turned out for the best.
It did.
Yeah. And if you'd like notes on this show or a transcript to know what all the jokes are about, send $15 to the D-Mac and Zach show at gmail.com.
It's just as simple as that.
That's right. You can send it to them on PayPal. And I've been taking notes the whole show so that you guys will know what's going on.
It's true. He really
It's one of
has.
those things, though. You send us $15, and we'll have someone from Nigeria send you $1,000
and a couch.
and a couch.
Yeah.
But
And
not
it's a-
this couch because it's
No,
too
that's
nice.
a nice couch.
This
We're
is a
gonna send
nice
you
couch.
another couch. It's just as nice.
We found it at the dump on the way here from Moe's.
Yeah.
Moe's Southwest Grill, where we had our Moe's Monday burritos,
That's
by the
right.
way.
And we got the couch and we brought it back here in the trunk of my car because I have a big sedan, and we'll send
Yes, you do.
The Nigerian guy will send you the Nigerian. He's a prince,
He is a prince.
and he needs money in his bank account to front money for something else. That
Which
he's
makes
buying.
perfectly good sense.
It's perfectly. You don't understand about finances, but you know what? You don't need to
No, you
to
really
make it
don't.
happen.
You really don't. Just forward the email on. And
That's
do
right.
Your due
And send
diligence.
your money in.
Send
and,
your money.
and don't ask questions.
Nope. Don't ever ask questions.
That'll get you in trouble.
Nope.
I wonder how many people are going to send us money now.
No one.
You're welcome.
Because no one's listening anyway. Anyway,
For
Your
Doc,
mom?
for Joe and Zach and K-Dan.
Said
love
with
you
such
too.
disdain.
and D-Mac, who's not here.
Yeah.
Shout out to D-Mac. What word?
Oh,
And
hope that thing heals right.
T Vegas or wherever he is.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yes, that's the real reason D-Mac's not here, because he sent a picture to the First Derm app, and it was not good news.
Nope.
Oh.
That's how we found out about the app first.
So many questions
Yeah. But,
that I don't want answers to.
so we'll be back next Monday with a new show. We'll be back to riding D-Mac's coattails, and everything will be back to normal. So, until then, see ya.
Bye.
Well, that's all for today. You can catch what you missed anytime on Spreaker. Just search for D-Mac and Zach and keep up with all things D-Mac and Zach by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter. This is the D-Mac and Zach Show.